Welcome back to another daily announcements. We are starting off our very special celebration of our week-long St. Patty's week, when we are starting off with our very own Mr. Irish here.
Yeah.
Mr. Corkle, or aka Mr. Irish. Could you explain what Mr. Irish is?
Well, first annual pageant, or we hope to be annual, or as Mr. Dean said as MC last night, hopefully not annual.
Yeah.
So yeah, last night we had a pageant. It was a male talent beauty pageant, I guess. I don't know about beauty. We didn't have a lot of beauty, I don't think, on that stage there. But the premise of it was to support the fine arts in our area here, and it was an opportunity for us to get together and kick off the St. Patrick's Day celebration week with some good family fun, and I think we accomplished that last night. I think everybody kind of enjoyed, and we made fun of each other and had a good time in evening wear.
Yes.
There was a swimsuit competition, a talent portion, and then a formal interview, and afterwards we had 3 lovely judges that selected yours truly as Mr. Irish, so that's kind of a big deal. Yeah,
that is awesome. Clearly, you won the talent part.
I think maybe that's probably what brought me across the finish line. Yeah, the good Lord blessed me with the ability to sing. I don't share it very often, but once in a while I pull that one out, and it's worked out well for me from time to time. So last night was a good example of that.
What is your first act as Mr. Irish?
You know, I got thinking about this. I really, unfortunately, this title and $5 can get you a cup of coffee at Starbucks. But I really thought if there was power in this, that I would, as my first act, just completely rid us of daylight savings time. I'm sure that would be the most popular act, especially on this morning, right? If I could just get rid of daylight savings time as my first act, I think I think I would be Mr. Irish forever.
You would be.
Yeah.
I know I would back you up on that.
Yeah, thanks, Trevor. I appreciate that. I think the viewers would as well.
Yeah. If you didn't know, O'Neill is the Irish capital of Nebraska.
Yes.
And so green is this week is kind of a big color for us. So having Mr. Irish here is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Our very first.
Yes, very first Mr. Irish. Hopefully there'll be many more after this. Maybe when I'm sitting at the nursing home here in town, I can regale stories about being the first Mr. Irish when they're about the 40th or 50th version of this.
Is there anything else that you would like to share about?
You know, I think the opportunity for us to get together last night to support the fine arts was kind of a good and noble cause. We were able to raise $1,600 to what we were going to use for programming. I mean, I think some of the vision in that is to bring about perhaps like an adult community theater, maybe a children's theater that happens annually, maybe get some bigger acts to make their way to O'Neill and just get some fine arts programming. You know, back in the day we used to think of O'Neill as, I remember the tagline was the center of it all, and we would like to see some of that reflected in some of the things we're able to bring to this community from the outside, and that's kind of the goal of the committee, and I thought last night was a good way to get started and get the word out there for what we're trying to accomplish as a fine arts committee here in the Irish capital.
Yeah, that's great. You're great inspiration for all. Thank you for being on the show today.
Yeah, thanks, Trevor. You guys have a great week with the
yes, we will. It's St. Patty's week here in O'Neill, and we're celebrating with lots of green today.
All right.
So we'll be right back with your announcements and your sports today.
Quality Service Selection. Established in 1990, Specialties and More can help with your screen printing and embroidery needs. We provide high-quality, low-cost service with quick turnaround. Dedication to our customers is what we value. Create your own design or have our on-site artists create one for you. We appreciate your interest in Specialties and More and are excited to work with you on your next project. No job too big or too small because we do it all.
And we're back with your daily announcements. I'm Smith.
And I'm Trevor. Like our hats?
Yes. We spent probably way too much time setting this up.
Trying to get it to where we sat and got the hats on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I had to take my actual hat off.
Yeah.
Kind of defeating the entire purpose.
Well, while we're waiting here, it's a big week in Nebraska. It's a big week. Kicking off our week-long celebration for St. Patty's Week.
Yeah.
We have lots of green. We did not go with the set today.
Yeah, because that kind of ruined everything. I
I wish you could see this, but it says Happy St. Pat's, just the glare of the lights.
Oh yeah.
It says Happy St. Patrick's Day, and we have plenty of
We
Irish.
spent.
We spent a lot of time. Smith and I decorated this.
Yes, and we're very
So,
proud of it.
if
That's
you're-
why we're doing it, because we had to set these for
we
ourselves.
set these just for us, so no one else. Well, while we wait for announcements, we can just look at our weather. That's doable. It's clear. It's not gonna be bad today, but it could be a lot worse.
I've heard that it could be up in the 40s.
It is going to be 19 degrees today. Feeling like 12. The wind is 6 miles per hour to the northwest, and it will be gusting up to 9 miles per hour. So not too windy, not too bad, but it's gonna be a little bit chilly. Humidity is at 93%.
Yeah, but don't worry. This afternoon comes in with a clutch save, starting right off at 43. It's going to feel like 37 with a chance of precipitation at 20%, so very low. With the wind going up and down a bit to 7 miles per hour north, with the gust at 13 miles per hour. It's definitely a lot better than this morning, because this morning my car door was freezing, like frozen shut, and I actually couldn't open it.
Wow, that's cold.
Yeah.
Looking at this evening, it's gonna be 34 degrees, feeling like 27, with a 20% chance of precipitation. Wind 7 miles per hour to the north, gusting up to 11 miles per hour, with the humidity at 66%.
This overnight, it will be 19 degrees, feel like 12, with the chance of precipitation at 10%, with a gust at 6 miles per hour northwest. So around the same what we had this morning, so kind of just expect the same plan for it in advance. I don't know how cold it was last night, but
I don't know.
it must have been pretty cold to freeze my door shut.
That's true. Looking at Tuesday morning, it's going to be sunny and 21 degrees. I'd rather hear sunny and 75, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. It's feeling like 14, 10% chance of precipitation, 4 miles per hour wind out of the northwest, and gusting up to 7 miles per hour.
Did you really expect good weather in O'Neill, Nebraska?
No.
Silly.
Not. It has to be like middle of June in order for it to be nice, you know?
Hey man, June's a good month.
Yeah. Look, that is all we have for your weather. We are going to look at your menu now. It is Chinese tacos and chicken nuggets. What is a Chinese taco?
It's with pork.
It's with pork.
Well, it's some kind of shredded pork, yeah.
Huh. That's weird.
I don't eat school lunch. I bring my own. Actually, I'm going home today. And then with chicken nuggets, there is steamed carrots, pineapple coleslaw, and cinnamon breadstick. You know, Kane serves coleslaw,
I did know that.
but I think people would actually eat it if it was pineapple coleslaw.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Alright, looks like our announcements didn't really come in.
So we are just going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with your sports. You're a little off.
Wait, I think I can do this.
Calculated. That works. Welcome back to the Daily Sports Announcements.
I'm Pappy the Leprechaun.
And I'm St. Patrick. I'm his pot of gold.
Anyway, starting
Oh.
things off with your local sports. Today is Monday, March 12th.
February 12th.
What? It's March, bruh.
You got so confused.
Anyway, I don't think there's anything going on today. The speech team will leave for, I don't know, it's one of these cities. Because they're going to stay the night for district
You're
speech
so
tomorrow.
bad at this.
I'm sorry.
You don't know. He doesn't know.
I don't know where we're
any of the
going. I
locations
live
ever.
day by day, okay?
Junction.
No, that's not where the hotel is, though.
The hotel is in York.
We're going to York. We're leaving at 4.
Are you sure you're not going to Ord? Or is it Creighton?
I don't know. York rhymes with Ord, so it could be either of the
What
two.
does?
And we're going to
York and
McCool,
Ord?
so it could be McCool or McHot.
McWarm.
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 This isn't McDonald's.
Yeah. So we don't have the schedule, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing going on Wednesday.
I don't know.
I mean, we're in between sports,
Yeah,
so there's no track
not a whole
meets or
lot
anything.
doing. Just practice, you know.
Wait, why is the background green? We still see the green wall.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that.
Okay.
He didn't get the memo this morning.
I didn't know, because then our hats would be floating, but they'd be like half invisible.
Yeah, you'd only
I
be able
didn't
to see
think
the
of that.
black and gold part.
I didn't think of that.
You done?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'd say good luck this week, but I mean, there are
Just
speeches tomorrow.
speech dudes.
That's tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Awesome sauce. Looking at your national sports news, San Francisco 49ers, they got a new cornerback, Richard Sherman. He is playing in the NFC West and having the opportunity to face his former team, the Seattle Seahawks, twice this season. He played a role in his free agency decision, telling the MMQB on Sunday that I'm vengeful in that way. Sherman acknowledged his feelings after seeing the reaction from Seahawks fans to his signings with one of their rivals. The 49ers and Sherman agreed to a 3-year contract that was officially announced by the team Sunday. Terms of the contract were not disclosed, but Sherman told ESPN's Josina Anderson on Saturday that the incentive-laden deal is worth up to $39.15 million. Also, big moves. The Browns are making some moves, boys, and this is exciting. This year, the Browns are going to have 4 wins. I'm calling it. We're going to have 4 wins. You got Tyrod Taylor at quarterback, Jarvis Landry at wide receiver. They have the first and the 4th pick still. There's it's first and third? No, it's first and 4th. And they got like 3 more draft picks in like the 3rd and 4th rounds. They're going to be good this year. I'm calling it. They're going to draft. They don't need a quarterback anymore because they got Tyrod Taylor.
He fast.
He's a very good dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, he fast.
So they don't need to draft a quarterback. I mean, they could draft Saquon Barkley at 1. Saquon Barkley at 1 and get their franchise running back. But I mean, they have Isaiah Crowell and Duke Johnson Jr. So they have 2, unless they traded one of them. I don't know. I know Deshaun Kaiser's gone because he sucked. He's bad. But yeah, they made some moves. I'm gonna go look at these moves. They were gonna try and get Kirk Cousins, but they got Tyrod Taylor, which I think honestly is better for them. How the Browns depth chart looks after trades. Tyrod Taylor at quarterback. The running back is to be determined. It could be Saquon Barkley or it could be someone to the Browns draft in the 2nd round to share time with Duke Johnson Jr. They have wide receivers Josh Gordon, Corey Coleman, and Jarvis Landry. If Josh Gordon can not be dumb and do drugs, that he can certainly be a good wide receiver as he's 27, I think. So he still has time to be good, but I mean his time's running late. Gordon's return late last season sets him up for what could be a big season this year if he can stay with the team. Corey Coleman, given how disappointing Coleman has been, Terrell Pryor or another free agent could well take over the spot. And Jarvis Landry averaged 100 catches and 1,000 yards in his first 4 seasons in Miami, and he catches the ball, something that challenged Brown's wide receivers last year. Their tight end David Njoku, the 21-year-old out of Miami, he is a freak. If you play Madden and you do play the Browns for like 5 years, he's like a 99 overall. He's crazy good in the game, but I mean he's good in real life too. The left tackle is Joe Thomas, franchise player. He has been for the past 30 years. He seems like he's been there forever. Joel Bitonio, very young. J.C. Treader, young as well. Kevin Zeitler, kind of old. One of the big free agent signings a year ago. Sean Coleman, he needs to improve after starting for the first time in 2017. Myles Garrett, the crazy athlete. I mean, he was good for Texas A&M last year. If Larry Ogunjobi can be good at D tackle, he steps up for Danny Shelton, who was traded for one of the draft picks that they got.
Dude, he sounds like a Star Wars character.
Larry Ogunjobi.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that. Oh, and another one they got, Demarius Randall, the cornerback. He's a very talented player, but it's all about attitude. Jabril Peppers, if he can do something good this season, he'll be good. And I mean, don't sleep on the Browns. They're gonna get a couple more wins. They're gonna be good this year. They're gonna be the Jaguars of this year. Maybe. That is all we have for your sports. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna take a look at the 2018 St. Patrick's Day schedule for this week.
State Farm agent Susan Wakefield is here to help protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Susan Wakefield and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Welcome back. Short today. I'm just going to look at the schedule for this week. On Wednesday, March 14th, there is, at 5:30, the announcement of the Window and Yard Decorating Contest and Irish Walk of Fame dedication ceremony at 4th and Douglas. And is also the painting of the world's largest shamrock following the dedication ceremony. Free will donation pork feed Irish Walk of Fame benefit at Chesterfield's after the painting of the shamrock. At 9 p.m., Dave Merkel at Chesterfield, sponsored by the Irish Walk of Fame. On Thursday, 9 a.m., duck hunt winners can start bringing in ducks for prizes. Limit of 1 duck per household. At 7 p.m., O'Neill Friends of the Library present Patty Whack at the O'Neill Community Center. Doors will open at 5:30. They will be serving Reuben sandwiches with chips for a free will donation. Cash bar hosted by the Knights of Columbus. At 9 p.m., Ben Grill at Chesterfield's. Friday, March 16th, 10 a.m., Chamber of Commerce coffee at Pinnacle Bank. At 4:30, there's a fish fry at Casey Hall, sponsored by the O'Neill Knights of Columbus. At 5 to 7 p.m., there's the Fun Run packet pickup at St. Mary's High School at 300 North 4th Street. At 5:30, Irish Olympics, sponsored by O'Neill Satellite Rotary Club at O'Neill Public High School Gym. At 7 p.m., Get the Horse Green at Emmy's Shop, north of O'Neill. At 7:30, Tom Sage as Neil Diamond, celebrity impersonator at the O'Neill Community Center. Doors open at 5:30 with food by Uptown Cooking Creations. Cash bar hosted by the Knights of Columbus. At 9 p.m., the Rude Band at the Hideaway. Saturday, March 17th, 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., the Shamrock Fun Run registration at St. Mary's High School. 9 a.m., Mass for Solemnity of St. Patrick of Ireland at St. Patrick's Church at the corner of 4th and Benton. 9 a.m. to noon, Post Office Station, St. Pat's Cash at the Kincaid Museum at 4th and Douglas. 10 a.m., Shamrock Fun Run starts at St. Mary's at the St. Mary's School. At 11 a.m., the Shamrock Fun Run awards ceremony at the Golden Age Senior Center on South 4th. At noon, the Irish Dancers on the world's largest shamrock. 12:30 p.m., introduction of the parade Grand Marshal and the crowning of the St. Patrick's Day King and Queen, sponsored by the O'Neill Men's Club. And starting off at 1 p.m., the Grand Parade with the theme Irish Olympics, Green is the New Gold. So lots of festivities going on this week. We will keep you posted in the future, and tune in tomorrow for another St. Patty's themed announcements.